Yes. Goodness. Goodness. Good. Share it out. Share it out. Share it out. Share it motherfucking out.
What's crazy to me is people are actually reporting to the benefit of her.
Oh yeah. And well, not just that, but I also have a person that is after me that wants me to be taken down. They don't care what the subject is.
Why?
Why what? Because she don't like me.
Wah.
And she didn't get anywhere with Max, the dog.
Before everybody else gets on here, whatever happened to Kanisha? Did she just fall off the internet and never come back?
No, she's over on Facebook.
Oh, go figure.
Melissa, you got any accounts left after this one?
No, I don't have any after this one. I
If,
unmuted it, so we'll see.
if you don't get it back, if it's this one goes down, we can use mine.
Okay.
What I was going to say before it cut off is I think that the reason like Mimi and all of them let everything go is because it's all to the benefit of them. Like she doesn't have to foot the bill as long as her supporters are footing the bill and keeping her entertained. Like they're all in cahoots together. That's just my opinion. Who paid for that trip, the Great Wolf Lodge trip?
Me, Bobby.
Like what are we like celebrating and taking people to act like that? Like that's how I feel like you guys are all okay with it because you're in cahoots, you keep the same company.
Joe said if I do an online
That he will pay for the rest to get the VR, whatever it was. If you want to do it, you absolutely can do it. Tell them, should she do it?
Do what? What are we doing?
If she gives $175 to her brother, he will pay for the rest to get some kind of VR headset for her.
Do it, girl.
What kind of VR is it?
A Meta.
Ooh, my husband works for Meta, and he got the Meta Quest 3, and it's super fun. I say go for it.
Okay, go for
I
it.
say go for it. It's super fun.
I got you, Rhea.
Those
There
things
you go.
make me sick. They're like so real, but I have a
He's been
problem
saving
with
her money
like
for so long.
I don't know,
so-
they just make me sick. They're so real. I don't like.
Where's Rosie? Okay, sorry. We had to get a little off topic here for a second. Give me a second. Where's Rosie? Let's find out.
We're going to try to keep it on topic this go around, ma'am.
Yep. We got to. Is there any other before it? So this doesn't happen again. Is there any other videos that need to get out there right now before she tries to take this one down too?
Aunt Karen and Rose, when y'all get in here, just drop in the chat so we can see you.
I invited Rose up.
Let's try to keep all the commentary and stuff to the end because Aunt Karen and them like to go to bed at a decent hour, and Melissa's trying to show these videos. So let's get through the videos and then we can talk about it. Look at that pretty. She's so pretty.
That fan might have been on me. Sorry.
That's all right. It's all right. We got accounts for days. There's Karen. Okay.
Girl, you have the most beautiful skin.
She is
I
gorgeous.
am. Sorry,
Share your secret.
let Lauren up to you. Do you want to say something quick, Lauren?
Don't be mad, Bestie. You're still my favorite down there in the chat. I promise. I promise. I love Maliners. I'm going to tell everybody. She's my bestie.
Hop in the queue at hashtag BBU so I can get off my main page, okay?
You're good.
So, all right.
Did y'all know that Rose is a makeup artist? Did y'all know that?
Did not.
She also has her own line. I told them about
Yeah. You listen. You gotta tell people you got makeup coming out and stuff. You got
it's already out, girl. I was live. Everybody was in there. It took Messy Talk to come up and be like, y'all support her lip gloss because I wasn't gonna say
right.
nothing.
So y'all like the look. You got to get the gloss, right?
Can
I'm
she
gonna get
help this
myself some
old
gloss. We
swamp witch
gotta
looking head?
promote.
Can you help
okay.
this
So
old
if
swamp
something
witch
happens
looking
here,
head?
hold on. If something happens here, my appeal was approved on the other account, so we're okay. Okay.
Backup page in your queue. Let me comment. I'm gonna put a white heart or something.
You talking to me?
No, I was talking to Melissa. The BBU, see it in the comments? Bring that one up. Hashtag BBU, Big Back University.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm here, y'all.
We'll mute you quick. Hopefully that works. Try unmuting you.
I might be in trouble now.
No, you're not in trouble, bitch. I know how to find you.
Okay.
I want to say one thing, then I'm hopping out. I'm about to fall asleep. I'm tired. When people say they're going to call CPS, their main goal is for the child to be taken. CPS is not the best thing ever. I wish that they
Got
would
you.
push for her to get parenting classes because
Yeah.
apparently she was not parented right. She's 32 years old and acts like she's 12 to 15. She doesn't know how to be a mother, but she swears she does.
That's the
And she
biggest thing that
doesn't.
we all want. We want her just to get some help to learn how to be a mother because that boy needs nobody else but his mother and his father. You know, they to be good parents.
Experience with the Florida foster system for 7 years with my niece, and it is not something that you want to deal with. Florida's CPS system is extremely broken.
And trying to take someone else's kids, that it puts a burden on you. Because I raised my niece and my nephew. Not that I wanted to, but I stepped in.
I just wanted to say something quickly about CPS. So I work for DHS, particularly Child Protective Services. I'm not going to go into any more, but there's very specific legal bases that have to be proven when you're going to remove a child from a home. Usually, very common right now is drug exposed babies. Other things you're looking at are youth in conflict, where you have a runaway, you have physical abuse going on, or you have like an injurious environment where you usually have like hard drug use going on. So, if you put documents in front of an attorney that has to sign that paperwork for DHS, they're not going to sign it and take that case to court if you don't have solid facts that they can prove, because these cases are typically dependency and neglect cases. That's what they're called. And if they can't adjudicate that parent in a dependency and neglect case and they don't have the evidence, they're not going to take it to court. So she is kind of weaving her way around that right now. It's very hard to pin it down based on, what's going on. I think eventually something could happen, but even so, it won't be a removal necessarily. It might be a court order to do parenting classes. There's all kinds of different, resources that she could utilize. So there's a lot of different things that go into it.
Okay, let's not bring anybody else up now. Let me get through the videos. Okay, let's see here. Where are we at?
I'm hopping out.
You're good, thank you.
And get like me.
I don't know what some of these are. Oh yeah, this is the toothbrush one.
Oh my God.
Then I had the toothbrush one. I was trying to find an unclipped one of it, but I couldn't. I didn't do so good. This was another one of her needing some attention. She knew.
Oh,
Yeah, she knew. She purposely did she said this was all AI crap. It's pretty good AI.
Shit.
And then a couple days later, Cam's going, shit.
My point is to you.
This is how they left their Illinois apartment, right? Mind you, they had a long time to get this appointment ready, and all she did was sit on live and do diamond art. Okay, I will check it in a minute. And then the very last day, it took them, yeah. So that's, oh, hold on, let me go back. It's hard to tell, but that's all throw up. And this is Cam's bed that they left. That's how they left the fridge. Okay, this. And now if you look right here, do you see something that's always a common occurrence in their house? There's no lids on any of their prescription bottles. None.
When I'm crying crazy, yeah, I got boy problems. That's a human in me. Bling bling, then I solve them. That's the goddess in me. You could have had a bad bitch, not the middle. Happy what you call real. Just a little.
And now right here, she says that they didn't leave the fish. That they didn't leave the fish. Do those look like fish that are left in this tank?
Like fish to me.
Yeah, she left the fish. And also Rex, the dragon, that she was complaining wouldn't eat because of mold. But Rex is now safe. I really do not know what happened to the fish. I don't know what happened to them. But I heard that I heard somebody did take them. So I think they're okay. I'm not sure. And then there was another one that the video or the picture is in there, but they never took Coco outside to go potty. They had a balcony with so they had a sorry, I was reading. They had a balcony with like artificial grass there. That's where they went. Yeah, the fake. Yeah, that's where they were taking Coco to go potty.
Your call has been forwarded to a fucking voicemail, bitch.
I don't. This is her last miscarriage, right? This is her supposed to be in the hospital. This right here is her fingernails. So, and she claims that she took the discharge paper or pictures the same day she was in the hospital. Fingernails are different.
Leave a message after the tone.
I don't think there's really anything.
Your call
Okay.
has been forwarded to a fucking.
And then this picture, this was supposed to be her positive pregnancy test. They claim they got it. I say claim, got it from Google. This is her giving us a lecture on God and Jesus.
Because guess what? God died for our sins. That's why he died on the cross. Because we're not perfect. And we will still sin till the day we go to heaven. Because guess what? God died for our sins.
This was Gabby's reaction after she is being stalked, harassed, and afraid for her life when somebody recorded her last weekend at her vacation, and this is her reaction when somebody told her.
You guys walk it out of good.
Look at her smirk. Is she?
Where's the video?
I kind of want to show that because this is how she starts to act. Hold on.
I promise you I would not be smiling if I seen a video of somebody sneaking up on me, recording me in public.
Mm-hmm. So this is what this kind of stuff she does when she gets caught. Right here. Ooh, Jesus. Sorry, guys. She's crying under the covers. This is live right now. This one is right now, yes. She's trying to deteriorate everything over. Every time. She's saying she can't go outside or do anything because everyone is whatever. Then get the fuck off the internet. I'm sorry. Okay. We'll just go. We're gonna go back to this.
My people that are in here to stay strong, do not buy this show that she's putting on over there. If you feel the need to go watch, please watch from one of the Fearless accounts. Do not go into her live and give her the numbers. This is all an act. If she was really struggling mentally, she would not have it in her to hit go live. So please do not fall for this tonight. Please don't fall for it.
Okay. So this is the video that somebody had taken and posted that Gabby was very quick to be able to get her hands on. And if I were stalking somebody and want the recording, I would get a lot more than just them walking out someplace. If there's no streamers, you can go to YouTube to Mouse Potato. They're always on it.
Because
this is why she can't work.
I have SSI for my son. That's already out there, so don't come at me for you're the one that said it.
Why did she get that for him?
But only
Just because his development is delayed.
Before they deduct it or take it away, so you can't go over the limit. So with my subs being the way it is, within the month of April, I'm limited on how much I can work because Aaron and I are both on it. Well, we're a part of it, the incomes. I got to put on Aaron's income too. So that's fine. Yes. Because he told me. Okay, hold on.
This is when she was emailing the great Londini, if anybody knows who he is on here. And supposedly he was talking back to her.
He must be up right now because he responded to me at hold on. Can you guys drop all of the hate pages right now, please, so I can, because I don't really know, and I don't want to know, but I need to know this.
The great Londini, it was just somebody that pretty much that tried to help people that were being wronged on the internet.
The great Londini is a veteran that does a lot of cyber stuff. He does a lot of good sometimes.
Yeah, and she thought she was, I don't know if she was talking to him or what, but she made people believe that he was helping her.
Someone asked if you had the video that I can't think of his name showed, but she was sniffing and chopping things up in the bedroom with some lady. Mexican homie shared it or something.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I don't have those. I don't know where he got those ones. What?
I want the VR headset, but I don't want to lose all my money.
Well, then you better. Welcome to adulthood, child. I'll talk to you about it in a minute, okay? Okay. CPS told her TikTok called to get off. Okay. This was earlier today, or this was like earlier today. Or yesterday.
I don't know. It's bothering me though. Just don't
Today,
touch it,
okay.
girl. Maybe stress, probably.
I'll send every freaking light camera somehow.
I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing. I'm not gonna stop. They can't break me.
Wait.
Oh, flamingo. Flamingo?
What you making? What is that?
How would someone know that he had a rash? Maybe the school called.
The school did not call. The school did not call, you guys. They said it was TikTok.
Don't you have a psych appointment today at for your PTSD at 3
Because they
p.m.?
usually will say, like, the school called us, or they'll say, like, it wasn't the school. It was TikTok. They make up lies. That's what they do. They make up lies. They just said I had feces all over my house.
Nobody said that.
The school has never called.
Mommy's favorite topic.
That
They
you
didn't
know.
tell me.
So that was that one.
She always tries to say that they tell her who calls. Didn't she try to say that the lady said villain called?
Yep. Let me see. Hold on. I did that one last night. So this was something to do with the proof. If you look at these are the codes that she was claiming that are, if I might be wrong, correct me on this, but isn't that these are the ones that are no longer in use?
Those haven't been used since like the early, I think it was like 2010 was the last time.
Okay, because if you look right here, here's the date, the end part of the date of 12 something 2004, right? So this is what she's saying, that these are the codes of his autism diagnosis.
And for the Gabby watchers in the back, that's coming from people that like do this for a living. I'm in school full time doing this, and there's a lot of women in this chat that do this full time.
Let's see. Okay, there's talking about the codes. And people can go find those. That one was from on Drama Twins of TikTok. If you want to look at that more, you can go there and look. This is when she passed out. We showed that one last night. Okay.
I was so pissed.
Okay. So this, remember when she went to Florida and she all of a sudden miraculously became blonde?
And I'd be like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Okay. That looks like she loves it, right? As soon as she has a falling out with somebody, it's stuff like this that happens.
What the fuck did you do to my hair? So I had to act all like, yeah, I fucking love it. If we're gonna be honest, no, I fucking hate it.
I'll talk to you about it when I'm done.
So I can't wait till I get my hair done by a professional. She should really do something else with her career because she's not good. She's really not. It takes her 9 hours just to do my hair.
I'm not boxing anybody at the moment.
I had to beg her to come back and do my hair again.
So mind you, she was pretty brown before she went blonde.
Shut up!
Okay, come get your phone. Before he breaks it.
Shut up!
Okay, come get your phone.
You picked the wrong girl. Because when bullies treat you like this, they treat you and they push you off the edge. Well, unfortunately, that's not me. And I'm not good. Oh, now shame. Shame.
Hold on.
I'm going to step back.
Something just one.
It's right here. This one.
What is that?
Hey, listen.
What?
Put the dog in the cage while I do this, please.
What? It's supposed to be like that.
That's supposed to be like that?
This Gabby. Don't go sending pictures to your friends.
I'm not. I would do that to my mom. That's a little worrisome.
So that's where
The doctor.
Gabby was not diagnosed with anything because Gabby didn't do anything today to be able to be diagnosed. Honestly.
Someone asked if you had the one where she asked somebody to mute and you can hear her disciplining him in the background and she thought it was muted.
Yeah, I have that. Yep. Hold on. I do have that one.
That girl was not diagnosed with nothing today.
You know how long it took me to be diagnosed with mine? Months.
You have to have a whole psychiatric evaluation done, and it's not done in a 20-minute time span. She was not off live more than 15 minutes today between going and picking up Cameron, seeing CPS, and having a freaking psychiatric.
She's self-diagnosed.
It was like 3 o'clock, 3:15, 3:20. I was watching her today. She's crazy.
She claims that CPS was at the house when she got back with Cameron today, and she said that there was accusations made that there was feces all over the floor. She was using rubber for like a few minutes. She closed it all out when she left the driveway. But anybody that's ever had dealings with CPS knows that's a crock of crap.
Yeah, they're usually open for like 30 days or so. Some places are 60. What I was wondering, I didn't know that she got a check for Cameron. And so what I'm wondering if that's why she's also really pressed for this diagnosis, because if he gets caught up, then wouldn't she be disqualified for that check then?
A check for her. She just claims that she gets a check for him, but she's not. If she's getting a check for him, it's supplemental, so she's only supposed to make so much money a month. That's why they have all of their money going into all these different PayPals and stuff. But that's like money laundering and stuff back there, Gabby Watchers, and you're treading on some federal stuff right there, ma'am.
I personally don't believe she's getting SSI on it. I just don't.
I don't think so either.
I don't see anything there that she would get SSI on him for. I just don't. I don't see it. I mean, I do believe he's delayed, but that doesn't automatically qualify you for SSI. With their living situation, with her being on TikTok, all of this, I don't. Maybe she is. Maybe she did. She show it? Has anyone ever seen a check that says this came from the government? I just, if you have, maybe you have, Carrie. I don't know. I just haven't seen it.
I don't think anybody has.
No,
So
I'm not
it was
saying she's not
somebody, I think
delayed.
Carla has. Carla did, right? Somebody seen something because they knew about it in the beginning.
Because it was speculated that it was Mimi's chiropractor doctor friend.
Yep. Okay, I found the one that you were asking about. Here it is. Give me 1 second. I gotta set this back up so it doesn't fall over. I had it. I just forgot to send it to my phone.
She's still working, delivering those whatever she does.
No, that's where I played that video. She admitted that she cannot do Spark because she'll make too much money.
She said today that she wasn't going back to work because she simply just doesn't want to.
Okay, this is the one that they're talking about. This was last week.
No, it's not yours. No. Can I cut the nails too? Can you cut the nails too? Sure. No, you're not playing with this. No, let go. Cameron. Okay, I need to go take care of it. No, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Huh? Can you use the line while I do this? Yes. Hold on. Yes.
No, she did. You seen it. So Karen actually really did mute because because if you look right here, it's kind of blurry. It mutes just like it did that one time when she was in the garage.
I would like to throw in there the next day Cameron ended up with a black eye, and it was said that the dog did it, but it was the very next day after that live took place, Cameron was shown on screen with a black eye.
This is the stuff, I don't know if you got it sent to you on Karen. I can send it to you too, but this is what she uses for her, let's see. Apparently her, oh my gosh. autism diagnosis, right?
Hers?
Yes, or not hers, for Cam, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I didn't see this, but yeah, you can definitely send it.
Okay, yeah, I'll send it because it's a little hard to read. But this is her ADOS, is that how you say ADOS summary that she had done. And it was just, let's see. Where's the one? So this is what she also tried, but if you look right here on this one, I'll send it to you. She said that this is part of it, but on that same summary, it says autism spectrum disorder as eligibility category is not a concern.
Do you have the ability to click into her live right now?
Yeah, I'm in it on my computer.
I can play it while you're doing that if you want me to, Melissa. I've got it over here. She's talking about the psychiatrist told her today she needs extensive therapy from her cyberbullying PTSD.
Well, absolutely. But the one thing is, right? Okay, so listen, and I am no therapist. Let me flip my camera. I am no therapist, but I've been in therapy for a lot this last 5 years, 4 years or so, because I've been through a lot. When I went through all of that, and for them to diagnose me and everything else, they would say she has way more than just PTSD. There's a little other something that goes through with it, according to everything that she has said. They would absolutely tell her to get the fuck off the app because that is a trigger. And you don't just go on and be like, this is what happened to me, and they say you have PTSD. It's complete darkness. You can't.
You guys want to watch her, please go to one of the Fearless 15 accounts. Fearless 15, I think 5 and 3 are streaming right now.
She was supposed to go at 3 o'clock her time, and what was she doing at 3 o'clock her time? She was online. She was on the app. I don't know if I'm missing any of the ones that you guys want to be shown. There was so much that I don't know.
The thing that gets me right now is, was it I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before. I haven't been really watching her. I've been watching clips. Is I saw where she said, I think maybe it was when she was talking about PTSD the other day. She says, no, I haven't been diagnosed with anything. Because somebody said, are you bipolar? And she says, no, I have never been diagnosed with anything besides ADHD. Then why is she taking Lexapro? Why isn't that a antidepressant?
They do it for antidepressants, sometimes for anxiety too.
But don't you have to be diagnosed with anxiety to get anxiety meds?
I don't know, because you legit can go into the hospital and say I'm having anxiety, and they give you anxiety meds, but it's not like Lexapro.
But I mean,
they'll give them to you for flights and different things as well. So you don't necessarily have to have a diagnosis if you're like a nervous flyer or a nervous traveler.
But I think she takes this daily, doesn't she? That's what was my understanding.
Lexapro is something you have to take daily for it to build up. Yep.
Okay. And she's saying that she's never been diagnosed with anything, and what she's playing right now is just major rage baiting.
I don't want to interrupt, but also if like she said, Lexapro takes a while for it to regulate, and then also if you quit taking it, it can also like make you cuckoo, like your balance is like really off. So if she's not taking it right as well, then it's not really even doing anything for her.
Right, I've taken stuff before, like some Volta, and got like brain zaps.
Yeah, it's probably making it worse if she's not taking it correct, which, I mean, who knows?
And the thing that
firsthand, it'll make you crash out, like literally crash out and be crazy if you stop taking it like that.
Yeah, any of those.
Yeah, you have to like wean off of it.
Yeah.
Karen was
another
saying
thing.
She's taking 60 milligrams of them Addies a day. And those are uppers because she doesn't have ADHD like that. So the Addies are giving her the opposite effect, right? And then the Lexapro on top of it is another downer. So she's taking uppers and downers at the same time. That stuff can cause her to go straight delusional. And it's a medicated delusion. And she's so far gone, she doesn't even realize she is delusional. You know, no. It doesn't matter how loud we scream it, she's gone. You're not supposed to mix that stuff. And if you're not telling one doctor what the next doctor is giving you, they can't, give you the right stuff that's going to mesh together. I don't think that stuff
an actual, and they don't know. But I think like doesn't pharmacies they track your medications?
Yeah, there's
telehealth
yeah.
doesn't track a regular pharmacy.
Oh, they don't.
It's all tracked. My sister's a nurse. Even when you go to a doctor to get it into or you go pick it up at the pharmacy, they know that's how they track things now, because people used to overprescribe and people used to visit different doctors to get different things. So every nurse, every doctor, when they enter it into the system and pull your name, they know what you've been prescribed before. So you can't just go and say, oh, I've been prescribed. They can look and see if you've ever been prescribed.
Well, the pharmacy too, it doesn't matter if you try to go to a different pharmacy, they can see in their system that you just got it like a week ago or whatever it is.
And for the people that are saying telehealth, you can get whatever you want, that's not true. That's not true at all.
Telehealth doesn't give.
Yeah, definitely not. No, they'll definitely, telehealth can definitely write you a prescription, but they won't write you narcotics and stuff like that over.
No.
They didn't even want to give me amoxicillin. They don't give you nothing.
Right. One more thing I wanted to bring up.
I found two more that would be good to watch. Sorry, go ahead, Austin. You can talk first.
Oh, I just wanted to put this out here real quick. Is as somebody that has
I'm sorry, Austin. I don't mean to interrupt you, but she's been laying in her bed crying that she was, gonna, this is what happens, and now she's currently standing in the kitchen with a fork, rubbing it all on her face, all around her neck, nodding her head yes and stuff like that. I don't know what in the hell she's doing, but this, for people that have been
attention
in this position, it's extremely triggering. So if you have ever, please, you guys just please don't go over there.
She's wanting people to call
The only
the
hope
police.
she has left is to blame all of her actions on lives like this and people that are speaking out, because she's, losing people. And the only people that are left are people who are falling for this and truly feel bad for her. So she's got to keep this game face on, because that's her only hope.
Yep.
She
She
crying
wants people
or
to say, "Are
laughing?
you okay? Are you okay, Gabby? Are you okay?" These people are horrible for what they're doing to you, Gabby. They're such bullies.
Okay,
She makes me sick.
I don't know who told me to check Reddit, but where am I checking on Reddit? But here you go. Hold on. Oh, she's crying. And guys, you have to remember, Gabby's very good at making herself cry.
Her crying has to be one of the worst cries I've ever heard in my entire life.
She's 100% an actress, but she's rubbing that fork all over her neck and everything else. But this is what bothers me, is we don't know who's watching these lives. And there could be somebody in that live right now that thinks that there's nothing else to live for. And this woman is like, it's okay, I'm going to do it too. She doesn't know who's sitting on the other end of the screen that could be feeling this way. And because she's doing it, well, I can do it too. This is sick.
Hold on. I got to show something. I know why you want me to check Reddit, because the pictures of my house we're putting on Victoria. Sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Yep. No, not that one. But no, the one that's after me that keeps reporting me. Yeah, I did once live like this.
The old school one.
Yes, because I absolutely was in a depressed state. Thank you very much. Sorry, I don't mean to get into that, but geez Louise.
Melissa, I'm not trying to speak for you, but I'm going to say something just for a minute out of experience, okay? If you truly care about Melissa and you care about her mental health, you won't send nothing else like that to her Snapchat. You know that she feels a certain type of way about Victoria, and for you to be sending her this stuff when she's trying to focus on Gabby, that's some fuck shit in my opinion, and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't do that to her anymore. Every single time somebody sends her something about Victoria, it throws her completely off track. She starts freaking out. This woman is legit stalking her. Please don't send her nothing else about Victoria. I'm sorry, Melissa, but
I know. I'm sorry.
girl.
I'm sorry. When I said that there's somebody out there that's not with her,
Hold on. We're not gonna let you go down like that, Melissa. We all got stuff we gotta clean up. Okay, I got this whole stuff. We're not gonna let you go down like that. We all doing stuff. We all got to organize a little bit better. So what was that picture for?
That was
Okay,
okay.
just
Right?
so
It
people
was.
know we all got stuff going on.
It
Nobody's
was just,
perfect.
I had a vindictive ex that decided that they were going to post how I lived at one point in a depressive state because he made me not want to leave my house and everything else. And so he posted all that shit. I have a fucking stalker on here, a legit stalker. Okay? When I'm telling you I've asked her to leave me alone, I get messages daily from her that she was said that she was going to post these pictures again, and she did. And I don't care. I've thrown them out there. But just leave me alone. That's all I want is for her to leave me alone.
It's real life. We all live it. I don't think a single person of the 836, 841, and nobody's judging you. I just showed
I'm
mine. Everybody's got a mess of some kind, but yeah, she needs to be stopped. She's been doing this for a long time, but I definitely agree with what she said. Like some things, if Melissa sees it on her own, then she sees it on her own. But people that have been around Melissa for a long time knows this is the person she's been dealing with for a while. So I just feel like if Melissa sees it, then she sees it. But let's just hope that she doesn't, because it does no good.
I don't know how many times
Melissa,
I've showed my house since then. You know,
Melissa, it's
like,
no big deal. We all go through stuff. Forget that. It's no big deal. You got it.
oh, I'm going to clarify one thing though. It is not the lawyer Victoria. It is not Icky Vicky Victoria. It is one. Her name once on here was Cocoa Puffs, and she wanted to be a part of the awareness. She could not keep her her mouth got her in trouble, and a lot of people realized who she was, and then that just pissed her off. Okay, now continue. This right here is when Gabby logged into the troll account that they made.
Okay, so, hi. Do you guys like my, username?
It was Gabby CPS, and Gabby's going to jail.
I wanted to say something to Token, like what she was saying earlier. Today on the live, whenever, I don't know if you guys saw, whenever they were saying that she called her son the serial, you don't know what I'm talking about? I can't say it on here.
Yep.
But she was talking about, I'm a first time mom, and I was in the trenches, and I feel like that's also really bad content for anybody watching. Like, as a first time mom, like, that is not something that I don't know, just the message is terrible. And like, I wanted to say too, I came in here earlier just to say that, like, I found this girl like a week ago, and I had no idea how crazy all this was until y'all's live last night. And I just wanted to say that I thought y'all did really good for spreading the information. And like, I would have never known if it was not for your live how absolutely batshit this woman is. Like, I have never in my
This
life
is
seen
why
anything
we
like
do this.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. I just thought she was like a little delulu, like, okay, she's a little weird. Like, and I feel embarrassed because literally I was just in her, like, I was even like chatting, and then I saw your live and I was like, oh my God, I am so embarrassed. Like, I cannot
Don't
believe
be
I even
embarrassed.
engaged with this. Yeah, but I mean, I don't agree with, but anyways, thank you for that. Like, this is crazy.
Y'all mods, I'll give you guys can block whoever. Like, block whoever. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, so those that asked,
I already got Pancake, y'all. Y'all can calm down. I blocked her.
she did. She used to troll herself. And that's where I have a hard time thinking. I think she purposely went on this account and to expose herself. Some people think that she got on and then she realized later. I don't know, but this is her thing, right?
See this account? My phone's not working.
She blames it on Aaron.
Account's not working.
Gabby wants us to stop this. That's why her live right now was disturbing.
I probably should get off because he's gonna kill me. I don't know if my account's working.
Yeah, so that's where she did her own. And then,
Gabby, you have the power to stop all of this. You just have to like take accountability and make amends and really make some changes. Like you literally can stop all of this. The ball's in your court and it's been there.
5 went down.
Yeah.
Truth be told, she doesn't even have to get on here and take accountability to none of us because we're nothing but a bunch of strangers. She needs to look that 4-year-old in the face and do what she needs to do as a mother.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
log-
mean. That's
and
what I
log
mean.
off. Just
Accountability to
log
the people
off.
she owes it to, for sure.
She just needs to log off. It don't have to be a permanent thing. Just log off and get yourself together. I don't understand why she feels it's so important to prove herself to us. We're not some of them are financing her, I guess. Maybe that's, but I just don't get it.
And you know what?
I could never.
Nobody's asking for perfection. Like Lauren brought up a good point. What you're saying, that this is a new mom, you're a new mom, first time mom, this is how things are. Like, that's not true. And you're putting that out there. And we're not saying you got to turn around and turn a new leaf today, but we do want some accountability for Cam. That's all we're
Do you
saying.
know how much support she would have if she would really, like, how much support she would really have if she would just flip what she is doing? And like, I feel like there's got to be some ounce of her that wants to end all the stuff she's doing, but then again, I'm not really sure, because every time I start to feel like that, something else happens, and I just think that she really needs to go somewhere and get well. I think it's a lot of mental issues, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like until the deep-seated issues are really handled, there's never going to be a real lasting change.
As like a new watcher, one of the first things I noticed in her live was how absolutely chaotic and manic it is. And as a mother, I think most of us are mothers, or some of us are mothers, it doesn't matter. We like set the tone in our house, right? Like how you wake up your kids, like how you're, we set the tone. If we're crazy and absolutely, you know what I mean? Like our kids are going to feed off that. Or if we're yelling, like you know what I mean? Like that child has like absolutely no chance. Well, we all know, but this is just for me, like my first perspective of everything. Like the other night when she's cooking dinner, she's like screaming, like, you want pancakes, you want this, you want, like, first of all, you don't give a child 100 options. You're screaming. You have every light in the house on. It's almost bedtime. Like, it was just like the most chaotic thing I've ever seen in my life. And like, as a mom, like, you set the tone, and her tone is there's no chance for him to ever feel peace or calm, or, I mean, to even know what the hell he's supposed to do. Like the direct, I mean, it's just like, it's insane. I was even telling my husband, he thinks I'm crazy, but I mean, I was like, oh my God, look at this. Like, it was crazy. I mean, sorry.
Well,
I get off on a moment, but.
Any other mother that's in here that has a child that's been diagnosed with whatever level of the spectrum, that mother, I can guarantee you, they can tell it in the chat. They went out and educated themselves on how to cope with these children on the spectrum. And Gabby's not doing that. Watch her. She looks for advice from strangers on the internet. Just earlier tonight when he had just tonight when he had the slime in his hair, she was reaching out to her following. What do I do to get slime out of his hair? I don't know what to do. There's even the diaper rash.
She asked Alexa.
She's sending pictures of his privates to moderators and stuff because of a diaper rash. And she's fussing at us because we're over here talking about it, but she hasn't gotten his consent either. He's a human being just like we are, and he deserves privacy just like we do, and she's not giving that to him.
Lauren, you're correct, and everything feeds off energy. And I used to be an addict, and I've been sober for 10 years. So my house ran off pure chaos. And even after I got sober, it was still chaotic for a while. And that's when I realized, because I do have kids, that's when I realized, like, if I'm calm in the morning, everybody's calm in the morning. Like, I set the tone. So even my daughter and I were at odds this morning, but I have to keep my cool so that everything just goes cool. So that's just it. Energy feeds off energy. That's just it.
Up to you,
Yeah,
CJ,
I mean,
for admitting that and for even telling us 10 years. We shout out to you for just even being able to say that.
Yes, ma'am. We do recover. We really do. The Aunt Karen, I don't know if this matters to you or not, but to the Gabby watchers that are in here, I just received a recording. I thought Gabby was making gestures to hurt herself over there with that fork, and she actually said the haters need their throats slit with that fork over there. is what she said. So,
Really, she's
that's
not
not the
really
first time
worried.
somebody's threatened to slit my throat on this app. So,
She's mentally ill, so
No, she is. She absolutely is.
that's another thing too. I feel like if she even cared, I mean, she could start taking her medications correctly, get an evaluation. Like she could turn this all around, but she doesn't want to. And even like me, I was like giving her like if I was giving her advice about potty training. That was the first live I was in, and she just, I mean, not like I'm somebody, but it's just like there was multiple people in there, maybe just as delusional as me. The first live they were in, maybe, but like she does not. That's not what she wants. She does not want and like mother to mother advice or like this worked for me or my kid or I potty trained 4 kids, whatever. She doesn't want that. I don't know what the hell she wants, but like
It's like Rose said. A lot of us wear our heart on our sleeves, and we see somebody and we instantly go, oh, I can help. I've been in this situation. I know how to potty train somebody, or here's what I've been using. We're also eager to teach someone, right? And
yeah.
that's why, Lauren, you were ready to be like, oh, well, here's some advice. But like you said, she doesn't really want that advice. Being a mom and being realistic and understanding what it takes to raise a child, she's not trying to raise Cam. She is just trying to let him run around, do whatever she can, get caught on camera, as long as it doesn't make her look too bad, so she doesn't get him fully taken away or anything like that. She does not care.
Wait till
She
he
does
becomes
not
a
care.
teenager. She's going to wish that she did care.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
When you
you
don't
know
raise your
what?
kids
No,
correct when they're
because
young, you have a big problem when they're a teenager. That's what I was saying. Like, she might not care now, but when he gets bigger than her and things are still going the same way, it is not going to be all fun and games like she thinks it is now.
I
because
posted
you're 100% right. What you're setting him up for and what she's setting herself up for is somebody that she cannot handle. The person he will become if there's no intervention for her, the person that
Well,
she will not be able to help.
there's one more I wanted. Does anybody have where she woke Cam up in the middle of the night to comfort her? That's the other one. But I
Sorry, I
mean,
didn't mean to
no, you're good.
do that.
I posted that on the Reddit that I don't know the mom's name. I think it's like Jolie or something, but her son Cash, the autistic kid, he rocks. Like, have y'all seen her? I mean, she's viral on here. Anyway, he really hurts her because she doesn't have it under control. And I had posted that, like, that's gonna be her. Like, she just like excuses the behavior, and I'm like, I don't know. She does not handle anything correctly, and I'm not an autistic mother, and I know he's not. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I'm not, so I can't speak on it. But she doesn't handle any situation correctly, and he is going to grow into a full sized child. Yes, I mean it's not going to work out well for her. CJ, yes, I
hey,
agree.
Melissa, I don't mean to interrupt. Before you do that, I've got Blessed Mom in the box. She's the one that
Yeah,
reached out to
yeah,
me this morning. If we can give her the floor for a few minutes and you
absolutely.
guys just let her speak, because I know she doesn't have long to be on here. She's got a baby to take care of. So if y'all can just listen to Blessed Mama for a minute and show her some love in the chat. She's a beautiful soul. So y'all just give her a moment.
Hey ladies, sorry I was tied up this evening with my little ones.
You're good. You're good. Welcome.
Thanks. So this has been very hard for me with Gabby. So I have a 5-year-old that's autistic. He is nonverbal, and when she uses that term, it just she has no clue. No clue. Like, I'll watch her. I don't know why I put myself through it, but I'm to the point, like, I want to see something done. It's totally wrong. She's hit me on so many areas. But I can deal with the other areas. But when you deal with my son, and there's such a huge spectrum when you talk about autism, and when she uses the nonverbal, I would love to be able to have the nonverbal that she's talking about. I've waited 5 years for my baby to say I love you or mama. And just this week was the first time he waved bye bye to me at school. The first. Like, she has all the time in the world. If her baby is on the spectrum, she's failing him in so many areas. I start my day at 4:30. I work a full-time job. My baby goes to OT, ABA, and speech. And then I have another child that's 6 that I'm pulled in between a normal child and a child with special needs that needs a lot of me. But I have to spread my time with that. Plus, I'm married, but my husband works a second job just so that my baby can get everything that he needs. We do everything in the world that we can to make the best life for our babies. And we adopted our babies at birth. I'm 50 years old, raising a 5 and a 6.5-year-old. And if you don't think I'm tired, I'm tired. But would I trade it? Not for $1 million. And I mean, I can remember sitting in that doctor's office, and I knew something was kind of wrong, but I wasn't really sure because no parent wants to hear that. But when they handed it over, the paperwork to me, and they said, he's nonverbal and he's autistic, part of me felt like that was like a death sentence, kind of. But I had a choice. I could either let that be the label for him, or I could do something to make the best for his life. And my husband and I mean, that's not what we wanted. But God knew that he needed us, or he wouldn't have placed that baby in our life. Because we had tried for several years to have babies, and it just didn't happen. And all of this with Gabby is totally wrong. Just wrong on so many aspects. She doesn't know what a real special needs parent goes through on a daily basis. There's hardly any sleep. I mean, and my babies never see me cry. I'm the toughest person in the world around my kids. I pretend that our life is absolutely perfect because that's all I ever want for them. And my crying is in my car, in between appointments when my son's in an appointment, or in my shower, or when I lay my head down at night. Because it is a lonely, lonely, lonely journey. My husband and I don't have family. All we have are the 4 churches. And until my son turned 4, they no longer accept him in the classroom at our church because he can't sit at a table like other kids. So they've told us he can't be in this class. So now we have to take turns going to church. One stays home with him and one doesn't. And now I'm putting something else on my plate to try to bring inclusion into churches, because he's no different than any other child. He just has a disability. And this is just, I don't know. I don't reach out like this. I've never done anything like this, but this just hit me so wrong. But for her to do this because she puts a label on that baby. And I don't know. This is just wrong in so many areas. There's so many of us out there, but I don't think until you actually see what somebody goes through, you don't really know. You can say I have a special needs child, and somebody might say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Don't be sorry. I mean, God gave him to me. He gave him to other parents because he knew that we could handle it. at times we're like, I can't do this. But I always pick myself up and just keep going because I know it's for him. I mean, there's days I'd give anything to be sitting and doing diamond art all day long. But that's not the life of a special need mom. You're always fighting for that child for something. Like, I have to be his voice. He has no other voice. But I know I don't have to hear his voice on a daily basis to know that my baby loves me, because he gives me the best hugs and the best kisses all day long. And that's what keeps me going. It's because I know I'm doing something right, because he loves me. And I don't see Cam coming to her on a daily basis and giving that.
Michelle, you're an amazing woman. You didn't have to take those babies in, but you did. You're an amazing, amazing woman. And when I talked to my following earlier today, I have a lot of young ladies on my side over here that have children that are on the spectrum. And I'm going to encourage you guys to start getting together, because you're not alone. You're not alone. And Suba has followed you, and she has sent you a message. If you haven't gotten it already, Michelle, she also has a child that is on the spectrum. And I think that you two would get along and be able to compare stories and support each other fabulously.
I also think, Blessed Mom, first of all, thank you so much for sharing, because this is why we're all here, really, to listen to. And you have brought it home so much by sharing your story. Not only that, I don't know if anybody's ever told you, but it's okay to also grieve the child you thought you were going to have as well. And it's okay to love the child you have, but what you thought you were going to have. And that's important to acknowledge, because you are supporting and you are giving love. And I want you to tell your story, because people really need to see what. I know you have a lot on your plate, but I just have to say, just you talking to us have even put this Gabby perspective, like, just to hear it from somebody like this, like you said, you wish you could hear.
Impactful. And I know you said you've never done anything like this. So I think that people like you sharing how things affect you, I think that that's what's necessary for things like this to stop. But you're just truly a warrior, and the whole entire chat wants to give you a hug. So you're getting 1,000 hugs at this point, just so you know.
I'm going back
Thank
in
you
my
for
room.
sharing. I know it was hard too, and you're a super mom, and you're brave, and I wish you all the best.
Don't let her get to you. Gabby, don't. I know it's hard. It is really hard to let some of these people get to you, but
Y'all, I have to go to bed.
yeah, I'm getting off here too. And I'm sorry this wasn't for everybody.
Thank
These
y'all.
are hard. These are hard to organize sometimes, especially with someone like Gabby. So I hope you all have a great evening, and take care. Thank you, Aunt Karen, for coming too.
Thank you guys for having me.
Karen.
Already.
And I'll send you those papers, the copies of the papers that I have.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Bye, everybody.